What's going on, everybody? It's Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you. Now, for the people who have gotten the 10-day colon cleanse, you are in for a treat. After 10 days, you will feel great. For the people who are getting it, don't hesitate to jump on it. It is discounted by 30% until October 5th. Now, while we're getting into cleansing the colon, there are certain foods in the program that we have provided for you to eat. Well, not provided, but put in there that you should eat as far as the regimen, along with recipes. Now, in my next video, Mrs. In10sity is going to show you how to make quinoa. Now, I didn't know much about this until about a year and a half ago, but I wanted to get into more of different kinds of grains to replace rice because I got tired of eating white rice. Well, I didn't want to eat white rice. I knew it was bad. And I got tired of eating brown rice. So I'm like, what other kind of grain cereal looking thing can I eat? And somebody brought this up. This is quinoa. Now, when it's cooked, it sprouts. It looks kind of weird. Like, it looks like some kind of worm is coming out of it. But it tastes great. And in the next video, my wife is going to go into how to make quinoa, or how she makes quinoa. And judging by, your reaction from her recipes and saying that you've been making it, I'm sure you'll follow this one too. Because as you are cleaning your colon, you will be needing to eat different kinds of foods. Now, I'm sure when you guys see the program, you're going to be like, damn, yo, a lot of things that I can't eat, but a lot of things that I also can eat. And I feel like not being healthy is a lack of knowledge and a lack of pretty much understanding that the process of being healthy is actually a little bit easier than being unhealthy. Yes, to order food is easy. Yes, to do this and that and, to go to these places is easier. But in the other side, it's going to be harder because it's going to be more costly. Which is why I tell my children and tell people as well that when you do things the easy way, your life will be hard. When you do things the hard way, your life will be easy. And sometimes changing your mental is going to give your body an easier time to survive and give your mind an easier time to function in general. And once you cleanse while you're eating good stuff, you will feel great. And I'm telling you, people who are embarking on this are going to feel incredible like you have never felt before after this 10 days. But I urge you to stay on the regimen, stay eating the foods that I give you, and stay focused regardless, because you're going to feel great. Now, I'm going to get into the benefits of quinoa so you can understand how powerful this little cereal is. All right. Now, quinoa is an ancient cereal that was cultivated along the Andes for the last 7,000 years. The plant was grown in high altitudes ranging between 2,000 and 4,000 meters in the Andes, where every year the Incan emperor customarily sowed the first seeds. It was a very important agro plant for the Incans, okay, as it was one of their basic cereals apart from the maize. It was a species of the goosefoot, and is primarily grown in South America and the Andean region, including countries like Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, and Bolivia. Now, it generally grows at height between 1 meter and 3 meters in length, producing grains every year that can grow in various colors such as white, yellow, pink, orange, red, brown, and black. So there's many colors you can get. The grains can be consumed whole as well as in the form of a flour. Now, in the recent past, the Peruvian government has been giving incentives to farmers to increase the production of quinoa and other similar crops because of their understanding of nutritional qualities, because other countries actually care about their people's health. Ain't that something? All right. Now, quinoa pretty much is considered as an essential wonder food because it is not only as tremendous amount of vitamins and minerals, but also organic compounds and various other nutrients that have a huge impact on our health. It is consumed around the world in ever-increasing numbers because it is wonderfully nutritious and very versatile in a number of foods. There is an impressively large amount of magnesium, and phosphorus, as well as a significant amount of iron, zinc, copper, and potassium. Quinoa even has trace amounts of calcium, sodium, and selenium, and it's also a rich source of phytonutrients and flavonoids. All right. Now, they have their own very special health benefits to add to the demand for quinoa. Now, it's a huge amount of protein compounds and vital amino acids, which you need for muscle building, that the body needs within quinoa. One of the best things about this great super food. Now, as you detox, you're going to need to eat foods that protect your body a lot better than the other crap that people eat nowadays. Quinoa protects your kidney and your liver. Now, It has antioxidant properties that help out in protecting the heart, liver, kidney, and lungs. Also the pancreas against oxidative stress. When compared with other pseudo cereals, quinoa has a higher antioxidant activity. The sprouts of quinoa has also shown significant antioxidant activity. Now, for people who want to put muscle on, quinoa plant has been highly regarded for its protein value. Not because it has very high protein, but rather because it's a source of essential amino acids like lysine and tryptophan, all of which cannot be synthesized in the body. You people who are going to GNC to get amino acid blends and this and that, you're overlooking the high content and amount of amino acids in the foods already here for you people that the body really needs. And the body will react better when it gets its amino acids from the foods than the synthetic stuff, because the body already is going to know it's synthetic. Yes, it's going to break it down. Yes, you will get gains, but the long-term effects of your kidneys will be highly tainted. I'm telling you right now. Sleep on it if you want, but when you find amino acids in this super stuff like hemp protein, quinoa, and other things of that nature that I talk about, you will get better gains, longer lasting gains, and a healthier body for the longevity of your life. All right. Quinoa also regulates blood glucose levels. The seeds can be beneficial in regulating your blood glucose levels and blood cholesterol levels. Now, a study on how fructose fed rats indicated that the consumption of quinoa seeds can help in reducing the adverse effects of fructose on both the glucose level and the lipid profile. It also has a high calcium content. I know y'all not out there drinking milk, because that's not the only place you can get your calcium from, just so y'all know. Stop drinking milk if you are drinking that white poison. Now, it has high calcium content. The amount of calcium found in quinoa is similar to that of dairy products, but it has been pointed out that those who are intolerant of dairy products can eat it. All right? Calcium is very important for bones, brain, and the nervous system. Yes, I think that you're intolerant because your body's rejecting or what your body doesn't want anyway. So I think people who are lactose intolerant like me are the lucky ones, because your body, you physically can't drink milk anymore. You shouldn't drink it, but now your physical caught up with what the common sense is. Now, quinoa is a pseudo cereal that contains high quality proteins, carbohydrates with low glycemic value, along with omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, as well as antioxidants. It's also considered good for reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease in the future. Now, trials on young and middle-aged people confirm a decreased risk in cardiovascular disease. People, once you cleanse and start putting good stuff into your body, this stuff will do your body good. They don't put this stuff on TV because they don't make enough money, because they can't mass produce it, and they don't control everything. Understand that when you increase your knowledge, you will not only help yourself out, but you will help your family out. Because even if they don't listen to you, you can be the example until they want to be like you. Because I can guarantee, if you are the example first and understand you versus yourself, work on yourself first, and then you can work on them. But if you have no knowledge, who are you going to teach? How are you going to teach them with no knowledge? Understand that. All right. And for you parents that have kids, the kids don't have any choices. All right. You are the parent. Until they leave, they got to follow your rules. So if that's on the plate right now, you learn how to make it, they're going to eat it until they love it. Just like my kids. And they complain, they cried and all this stuff, but now they eat it all on and they love it. So it is what it is, you know. Pretty much people, you know, they are raised with a certain kind of food they eat, trash, and they only love trash. And then when you actually give them gold in heaven of food, they don't like that, because all they like to be eating trash. The same thing with y'all. Understand that. So I mean, get the program, get the supplement, cleanse your body, share it, review it, support. We'll do a video later. I'm not sure, maybe tomorrow we'll do a live video and answer some questions about it and everything. But stay tuned for that. All right. So besides that, this is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you.